you know, one of the things I think is important in reaching any goal is real clarity of what that goal is. And in your clarity, you have to understand what you're trying to get done. And to me, I think it's important to have a clear definition in your head of where you want to go, but what success means to you. And it's like that elevator speech that people will tell you, you know, and what Dr. Ted is trying to have you do tonight, talking about, you know, your leadership skills, is having that go-to statement about yourself that you can say, this is who I am, this is my skill set, this is my traits, this is what I believe in. And so, you know, you need to understand it enough that you have an elevator speech that you can say. And for me, and if you stop either of my daughters, I have two daughters, they both live in Metro Atlanta, and I have two granddaughters. And if you stop either of them and ask them what is the definition of success, you know, they could clearly tell you success is when you do whatever it takes to put the decision on your side of the ledger. For me, it's when I do whatever it takes to make sure I can make the decision. The decision is with me. If I do everything it takes that I can make the decision, I've been successful. The decision I make may disagree with what you do, but as long as I've done everything needed to put the power of decision making on my side of the table, I have been successful. So in my household, it's when you do whatever it takes to put the decision on your side of the ledger, you're successful. Example, I've given this to my daughters many times, is that when you got, you know, they got ready to go to college and you decided, you know, I want to go to Tuskegee Institute and be a teacher, educational teacher. Tuskegee Institute has a great educational program, and I want to go be a teacher. Or I want to go to Harvard or Yale, and I want to be this great leader of industry. You know, it doesn't matter what it is, but if you decide to say today, I'm going to Yale, I'm going to Harvard, and you make your application and they say at 2.6 grade point average, you don't get in. Have you been successful? And so if you put in your application to Harvard and they said this 4.2 grade point average is fantastic, yes, you're welcome into our doors. You put your application into Tuskegee Institute and your 4.2 grade point average, they said, wow, you're great, you're welcome. You've been successful. To me, it doesn't matter what decision you make, where you want to go, but you've been successful because the decision is now yours. It's not Harvard's, it's not Tuskegee's, it's no one's but yours. You have been successful because you've done everything to put the decision on your side. Now, when you decide, I want to be a secondary educational instructor, and you turn down Harvard, you will have a lot of people tell you how stupid you are, or dumb that decision is. But that's based on their criteria. Success isn't based on somebody else's criteria. Success is based on your criteria. It's what you want to accomplish in life. And so when you can put the decision on your side of the ledger, whatever you make after that, you've been successful because you've been successful to yourself. You've allowed yourself to make the decision. So in this journey, I want you to understand, let's not chase success based on someone else's goals, someone else's criteria, someone else saying you have to be, you're only successful if you're CEO of this organization or CEO. For some people, shaping the minds of young kids, and you know, 8, 9, 10-year-olds is the most rewarding thing they could do. And so for me to tell them that that's not rewarding enough, they need to be CEO of some organization, that's not on the page for them. So You know, as you go through life, chasing success, try to figure out that definition for yourself and figure out what that means and have it ready in that elevator speech so you can constantly check yourself to say, is this important to me? Am I on the right track? Am I headed to success? Not success as defined by somebody else, but success defined by yourself.